Whoa! Hey guys, so this is my new YouTube channel. What I'm going to talk about on this channel is unspecified at this time, but I know I want to create video and I want to create a way of interacting with people on YouTube. It's something I've dabbled with in the past, actually. I had an old YouTube channel for my photography website, and thanks to writing for digital photography school at the time and being able to embed my videos on that very popular website, I was able to gain quite a few followers. I mean, it's not a lot, but I want to say it was up over 6,000 at one point. And then I did something stupid and I hit a button on YouTube, deep inside their settings for something. I forget exactly what I was doing, but whatever I did, there popped up on the screen some warning that I didn't read, and I clicked, yeah, okay, whatever, it's a warning. And it proceeded to unsubscribe all 6,000 people from my YouTube channel. So then, of course, I was like devastated. I sent out an email to my newsletter list, and, people followed it back again because they were interested, but it only ever got up to, I think, close to 2,000 followers after that. So, that whole experience really kind of hit hard because, I worked so hard. I had all these subscribers that I had got from writing for digital photography school, which now, by this point, I wasn't writing as regularly for them anymore. And as a result, it was just a really hard hit, and it kind of turned me off of creating YouTube videos. That and, the time that goes into creating them. And I was also getting kind of burnt out on photography. So the whole topic went down the hill. But that was probably the biggest catalyst of why I ended up not being on YouTube for the last few years. If I remember correctly, I started that channel probably in 2011, 2012. And I was publishing regularly. I think I had over maybe close to 100 videos by the time I ended it in the mid 2010s. So it was probably a 3-year run where I was publishing videos, and I was doing pretty good. I had some shows that I would do, like weekly content. I had a couple of different things that I was doing, and I really enjoyed creating the videos for that platform. And I want to get back into it again. The question is, what am I going to talk about? Because, the whole idea is to find content that's interesting for people to listen to. So a few differences that I want to make from the previous content to this new channel. The first thing is, the last channel was basically me screen grabbing my Photoshop or Lightroom screen and kind of explaining what I was doing. So it wasn't really me on the camera talking about stuff. It was just me explaining some tutorial on YouTube to people who were interested in Lightroom or Photoshop or any other photography platform. This channel, I want to try and do more face-to-face, me just talking to you about something. Whatever that something is, I don't know yet. We're going to talk through it, and the first few episodes on this channel are going to be kind of rough. But as I progress and learn and figure out what I want to talk about and really dive into all of that content, I think I can fine-tune something out of it. It's just going to take some trial and error, see what works, see what doesn't, and obviously your feedback will help quite a lot. So leave that comment down below and let me know what you think. So generally speaking, the goal of this channel is going to be to talk about game development, and that's primarily because that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making a game called Zeroed on the App Store. It's currently available for download. I'm actually in the process of creating a new update to that game, which will add a bunch of features and kind of tweak the difficulty, taking a lot of the feedback that I got from people that played back in October and November into account and really trying to make it a better game. So I'm going to be talking a lot about my experience as a game developer and what that entails. I also have a podcast that I'm doing, which is a different approach to this same topic. It's very scripted in that I write a script and I read the script, and that's the podcast. The YouTube channel is going to be very off the cuff, me talking about game development. I may go into some overlays and some stuff to show you what I'm talking about, but in general, I want this to be a dialogue and just, or more like a monologue, and just really talk to you about the experience that I have as a game developer. So let me just introduce to you where I am as a game developer right now, and then as the future of this channel evolves, you'll get to know more about that process and everything that it entails. So, if we take a look at the history of my personal game development journey, it really did start a long time ago. Probably since I got my first iPhone, which was the iPhone 3GS back in 2009. Now, the reason that I really wanted to start making apps was because I always had an interest in creating things. I've liked the idea of creating video, creating photos, and coding an app seemed like something that I could do. I've made websites and all this other stuff that I've created in the past. And I really wanted to try and create an app. Now, back in 2009, just to create an app was a lot of work, more so than it is now, because there wasn't as many resources out there for how to do it. You needed to pay Apple's $100 developer license fee in order to just even get started back then. And the language wasn't as mature as it is now. And, I was much younger then. So all that, put into one package meant that it took a while for me to actually get to the point where I am now. Over the years, I spent a lot of time starting and stopping and trying things, learning little bits here and there. And every time I picked it up, it got easier. But it never got, to the point where I felt comfortable actually releasing a game until this past summer. And that's when I really sat down and I said, all right, I've created a concept here that I think I can polish enough to publish on the App Store. And so that's what I did. I made a prototype. I showed it to my wife. I showed it to a few friends. And they said, it's fun. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's fun. It's something. And so I bit the bullet. I signed up for Apple's dev program and I launched the game. Now, yeah, maybe expectedly, I guess, unsurprisingly, I didn't get many downloads. And the reason I didn't get many downloads is, well, a couple of reasons, I guess. First, I'm a nobody, right? I don't have a social following. I don't have a developer background. I don't have a marketing budget. And I don't have a lot of skills. So in the general scheme of things, I'm really a nobody when it comes to creating games. But I did release a game. I shared it with my friends, my small following on Twitter and Facebook, and now I guess on YouTube. I'm telling you about it. But in general, I don't have a big following, so of course I didn't get that many downloads. But at the same time, it's quite the accomplishment for me to finally, after basically a decade of wanting to create an app for the iPhone, I've done it. And I want this channel, as well as the podcast that I'm creating, to be that outlet for me to explain how proud I am about myself, where I'm going, and really hopefully connect with other game developers in the same space as I am, to learn from them and really become a better developer overall. So I hope that this rambling video of me talking has been interesting to you. I'm aiming for about 10 to 15 minutes. That seems to be, if you look around YouTube, that seems to be what everyone else is doing. So it must be the right way to make a video to get people to see it. We'll see what happens. But that's the goal. I hope that you stick around and watch this channel progress. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and click like and whatever. Do all those things that all the YouTubers tell you to do. And I hope to see you in the next video.